113 of Candid Conversations. And today we have live Sedan, the god of soul.
God of sound.
Sound. I see SOU.
SOUND.
It stops at the SOU, so I kind of guessed
Right.
that one.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, sound
It's all
controls
right.
the soul in so many ways. So
It's all good. So good.
oh man. So yeah. This thing, man, I'm just sharing the link right now to get some more people in here. But let's start with the name. That is as they would say, a presumptuous name. So how did you cultivate such a name for yourself?
Well, I used to be known as Prince Champagne back in the days when I started rhyming in 1984. For all you youngins,
Wow.
I was around that long. So
That
as I got older,
yeah.
right. So as I got older, I couldn't be Prince Champagne no more, and so many people were Prince this or King that. So running with the 5% Nation, dude said, "Yo, I'm gonna rename you," and he named me Supreme, Everlasting, Divine Allah Now, which works out to Sedan.
Okay.
Works out to Sedan, and then the God of Sound was my thing that I added on myself because of the way that I hear and how I work music. I'm the god of it, basically.
Let's pull this back a second, because I have an affinity and appreciation and just an admiration for acronyms. so Supreme, Everlasting,
Divine,
Allah,
now.
Okay. So since we're talking about that, I go by the block. The name stands for Divine Achievements Bring Life's Opportunity Carrying Knowledge.
There you go.
You see what I mean? So
yeah.
When you said that, when you broke down the acronym, and that's like, okay, because I know he didn't mean car.
Right. And it's funny because when people say what's your name and I say Sedan, they're quick to go Sudan. They're like, yo, Sudan, and I'm like, nah, Sedan. And then I say like a 4-door sedan. It's for those that are small-minded. It's easy to say. So
yeah. I figured there was more to the name when I saw the God of Sound, so I'm just like, okay, just ride with it and ask him directly. Don't come to no conclusions. You know what I mean? Just
right.
with it.
And the God of Sound is anybody that's worked with me musically knows, I'm musically trained. Plus, I hear differently. So if we had a record playing and you said, okay, let's say it's a symphony, and you said, find me the French horn, I can tune in my ear to find just that French horn and point to who's playing it, or that flute, or that timpani, or that violin. I'm in tune like that I can pick something out and say, ooh, that particular note that guy is playing in the 5th row is a little off. I hear that way. So it's when I say it's the God of Sound, it's how I hear it,
Okay.
So which in turn helps me create what I do.
That's deep. One could say that's definitely, in depth. So
yeah. It's more than music, it's sound itself. Because sound, like I couldn't go out to the country and try to sleep. I'd have to have a radio or something because it's silence in itself is noisy to me. So everything has a sound, everything has a pattern, everything has something to it that you can take sonically or musically with.
That's very true. Let me share this link to you so that. Oh wait, hold on. I sent it to MJ.
Okay,
you should have it.
Send it my way.
Yeah. I'll make sure I message her and ask her to do that specifically.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sitting on it now, so she'll be able to send it to me.
Okay.
Right now, it'll pop up.
Okay. So yeah, 1984. That was 37 years ago.
Long time. I was 14.
What was the music like? What was the scene like without all of this technology and all of this social media and all of this keyboard warrior garbage?
Yeah. It was very real. I'll tell you that. Like, you couldn't tell me, I do music and not and not prove it. Either you had to have a demo tape, a cassette tape. Then we went to CDs or DAT. You had to be able to show me something. Or I come to your house and you got turntables, or you actually played instruments and did what you had to do. And you call me on the phone. I had to be there on time to wait for your call, 8 o'clock, and you say, yo, we're going to be at such and such a place at such and such a time. I don't know how we got around it without having to text each other and without MapQuest. You told me where it was. I was there on time, ready for the sound check, get on the microphone, and we actually did hip hop. We actually rhymed our rhymes. She wasn't going to be no rhyming over, because that's karaoke to me. You feel me? You have to rap for real. And that's what we did.
Okay.
And when we was DJing, we had to carry 15 crates of records, plus the speakers, plus the turntables, the coffin, everything, the amps, all that, man. But that was hip hop. That was fun. That's what we did.
Yeah, I still work with live bands today, and I mean, like, it's heavy, bro. Like, you have to be real talk. You have to be dedicated to the craft, especially when you're like one milk crate weighs like 50 pounds, bro.
Right.
And lug out like 10, 15 crates. It's just like, I have albums I still have records.
Yeah. So and what's cool was, I wasn't a DJ, I was an MC. So then when I got down with particular DJs, I'd help them get book their parties or their gigs or shows. And then part of the fun was, I'll meet you at your house. We'll start loading up the van. We start loading the car. We gonna make sure, put the liquor over here. We gotta make sure everything is together. Take that long drive wherever we had to go. And we there. This is it. For the rest of the night, till the morning, this is what we doing. Mm-hmm. And had so many good times. It's like walking in like with, like a band. The band is here, the DJ here. I'm here with the DJ. And walk in, and this is what it is. We did our thing. I had too much great times back then, man.
So what is something that has stood the test of time from then till now?
What has stood the test of time from then till now? Wow, that's a hard one, because so many people are trying so hard to erase what we've done. Lyrics. You can't be denied. If you have lyrics, you had lyrics then, more than likely you got lyrics now, and you probably got better. So it always comes back to lyrics. Always. Microphone control always comes back to lyrics.
Okay. This is true. This is very true. I'm sitting here, I'm just like, I'm checking myself now, just like, because I know, like, where it comes to, like, I get a Rakim vibe from you for some reason.
Hey, okay, awesome.
You know what I mean? Like,
awesome.
Like, it's not like the philosophy, the integrity of the lyrics kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, have I at least maintained that aspect of my artistry? Because I do.
You do. You know if you've done it or not, or done it. You know by the response you get. You know by the people that follow you, who and what you influence and what you do. Because this is a powerful medium, a very powerful medium, especially if you do words. And I couldn't see myself just willy-nilly grabbing a microphone and saying any old thing. I couldn't do it then. I couldn't do it now. I have to actually sit and put a pen to pad. And it takes a minute to memorize it all. It does, walking around trying to hold all this down. It does, but it stood the test of time. So did I. I'm still here. Rest in peace to those that didn't. But this is what I am. This is what I am. This is what I was created to do.
Okay. All right. I like that. I'm looking at the logo in the background right there, the reflection.
I earned that. I earned my name, everything. I love it so much. My name on everything. It's everywhere.
That's how you gotta be.
My name is on everything. If I did it, my name's on it. No doubt.
So where are you located?
I'm located now in Raleigh, North Carolina. But I'm straight out of Queens. I still have my beeline to Queens, New York, Queens, and Brooklyn. And every once in a while, I'm in and out of DC. Those are my regular spots. But I'm up and down the East Coast. I'll be in Chicago this weekend. I love Chicago. Chicago's awesome. Shout out to my girl Mimi LeGrand. I love it out there. That's my spot. So yeah, chilling. The Midwest is nice, and I love the up and down the East Coast.
All right. Whew. There's so many questions you could ask an artist, especially considering your tenure. It's like, what would you say your crowning achievement was or is?
Well, that's funny you asked that, and I'm glad that I can answer that in two ways. One, I remember when the first thing I ever wanted to do was hear my voice on the radio, and I got to do that. And then it was wanted to hear my voice in a car, going by without me knowing it, and I got to do that. And I got to put out my own album, got to do that. But now it is being able to be not only a rapper but a brand. That what I have built has stood the test of time to now be a brand. So now not only when you say my name, you know what it is, you know what it's about, you know what's coming when you get it, you know what to expect, and that it has to be it, And
it's marketable, and it's very subconscious because anybody who's heard your name and associates it with you will never be able to see the vehicle without thinking of you.
Right. So many things. And of course, I yell my name a particular way. So, it always goes with that too. So
yeah.
It's just I was able to be original and to stay in my lane, and it stood the test of time. And that's my whole thing. Because I have one major issue with hip hop is that we are the only genre of music that does not respect our elders. You got 70 and 75-year-old rockers still Metallica and the Rolling Stones and the Beatles, and they all in their 70s and 80s respectively, and they still rocking. But you got youngins out here that don't know the history of what we had to do to get it to here, and you talking about old school, and hip hop is not even 50 years old yet.
It's not really.
So you can't tell me what old school is. You can't. You just can't.
It's cool technically still.
Right. And like the other day, I'm a big football fanatic. Tom Brady has been playing football for 22 years, right?
Is that like the longest career in football?
No, it's not actually, because there are kickers that have been around longer. But get this though, the other day he threw his 600th touchdown. Yes. No other quarterback in history ever did that, and probably never will. But that's 600 touchdowns. That stands the test of time. So here I am. I've been rhyming since 84. So that's 84, 94, 04, 14, 37 years. And then I'm still here. And I'm still relevant. And I can still hang with the youngins, the old heads, whatever you want to do. I stand the test of time. That is, the longevity is what it is. Somebody like LL Cool J has to be the GOAT for him to have made as many albums as he did, to stay around as long as he has.
This is how I know you're on the God wave, bro, because I wanted to let you finish what you were saying before I interjected with that, but that was the artist on my mind after Rakim. LL Cool J, one of the greatest of all time. You're right.
And you might say, lyrically, he might not be like a KRS-One or a Rakim or a Big Daddy Kane, but for him to put out records over and over and over again and still sell and put albums on walls, gold, platinum, respectively, you got to give that man his props for longevity. If he's not the GOAT for anything, he the GOAT for that.
Lyrically, lyrically, he's heavy.
He is.
Headstrong. I love
that.
Headstrong.
I love that. Yeah. And it was original. And I always did appreciate it. And he's from my hometown. So, hey, of course.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
He's just tied to me, but okay.
and then what he's done with his career after rap and still including it.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Being on NCIS, that's been going for the NCIS LA.
Owns the rights to it now. He's the executive producer. Like I say, put your name on it. Do the right thing. Exactly. Queen Latifah, another one, been around for a minute. And she parlayed her career into an acting career where she is now executive producer, rocking her own show. Not only that, she took the Equalizer and flipped it from a male thing to a female running the show.
Yep.
It's great. Love it.
Just watching that yesterday.
I just watched it today. I got to catch up. I'm still one back.
Okay. Yeah, man. You won't be disappointed.
And All respect due to the Wu-Tang Clan. I've had so much enjoyment of watching their story from when they started to now, and it
Yeah.
really makes me feel like I remember the days that I'm calling my DJ like, "Yo, dog, are we doing this show tonight?" and trying to figure out routines, and yo, we got to practice, and just the things we had to do to get where we are. And look at me now, and look at me now. So it's an awesome thing. It's an awesome thing. Music has been very good to me, no doubt.
Definite.
And the people I've met and the relationships that I've made through music is priceless. Priceless. I wouldn't change a thing. I regret nothing.
That's good.
Even those hotels that I've owed some money to, I regret nothing.
Bro, I've shut down some hotels.
There you go. See,
I can't even say no. I didn't even do it. My wife did. We went. Oh man, when we landed out in Niagara Falls, we were in a situation, and we were trying to build. So we were at this hotel, and you know what I mean. They gave us a good rate, but they weren't running it right. So we said, "Yo, you got to fix some things," and they're like, "Nah." So we're like, "Okay." Found the next spot. She sent in a couple emails. Drove by the place a couple weeks later, boarded up.
Damn, that's vicious.
Yo,
that's vicious.
She's taking an iPhone off the market too. So,
wow.
yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like,
wow,
women in business nowadays, they are some kind of vicious.
I agree. That's why I have a female manager. You know, that's one thing. She will go out there and fight for me like a pit bull. You know, sometimes I got to tell her, back down, relax. I got this. It's okay. You don't got to bite everybody. It's cool. Shout out to K Swiss. She handles most of my biz. No doubt.
Got to shout out the wife and jury. You know what I mean? She's, oh man, like I'm just having a memory of a situation that she was just like, you ever seen like their superpower come out, bro?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's like time slows down. You witness it. It's just like, damn, that's who I have on my side. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, amen.
That's more back to regular speed.
That's right. That's right.
So, I guess there's a question to ask.
Okay.
We're gonna come back to the respecting our elders in hip hop in a second, because that's a big one for me.
Okay.
But what have you seen as the greatest female advancement in music? And do you think that it's time for women to be seen in the same light as men by way of what they're able to say?
Okay. Yes, of course. I have to say that if a man can make a dirty record, then a female can too. Yep. I mean, everything should always be equal. I have to say that. However, let's keep it in perspective. You know what I mean? Because if you want to be treated like a lady and you want to get that type of audience that treats you with respect like a lady, then you have to do certain things. Now, unfortunately, we are double standard in everything we do with hip hop. And so a woman that comes out with a dirty record, you got a whole bunch of people that'll run out there and get that record, but then call her a hoe. And then you got a whole bunch of women that'll go out there and do positive records, and then they won't buy her record because she's not showing ass. So, you know what I mean? It has to be equal. And I think that more record companies should be owned by women. I think more women should have more control in the radio industry as well as in the boardroom. So if there were more women in control, then we would get those type of records, and they would be pushed because I saw no problem with. No one saw a problem with what Lauryn Hill did. No one saw a problem. For a minute, women were respected, and the music was coming out was good, and then it just took a hard left. I don't know why that is. Was that because the record companies forced it on these women, or did the women come out and say, "This is what I want to rap about"? Some of them did, some of them didn't. Little Kim did her thing.
Yep.
You know, Foxy Brown did hers. MC Light did her thing, respected. Latifah did her thing, respected. Yep. Salt and Pepper did their thing. They added a little sexy to it. And then, but they also had some lyrics to go with it. Mm-hmm. So now you got women that are just out there plain and simple. We just throwing the WAP at you. Really? Okay. I personally couldn't let my daughter listen to it like that. You know, I personally don't listen to it. Maybe it makes me cringeworthy, but I mean, I've made dirty records, but I've never been like, I ain't never got that explicit. You
I,
know, it's not that I can't, but I just never have. You know,
I, jeez,
it's a hard, it's a hard one. That's a hard one. You
it's a
know,
hard sell because I have a song called
yeah,
Blackout, and it borders on that line where, you know what I mean. We talk about things of explicit description, but it's just like, I don't think I got that explicit. But then again,
right.
other
Well,
people.
see, now at the same time, I have a song out now called "Talk Your Panties Off." I don't curse in it at all. I mean, it's basically me talking about trying to talk your panties off. You know what the end result would be, but it's given to you in a way where it's respectful, and it can be played on daytime radio if that's what it is. You know,
Okay.
not that you can't pull the lyrics out and just let it go. You know, and at certain times of night, it could just get played straight raw. But I mean, that's a hard one because of, you know, women want their power and they're like, well, if a man can do it, I should do it, and that should be the way it is. Unfortunately, the world is what it is, so you can't do it all. You know,
Yeah.
can't do it all. Everybody wants a wife to, you know, that is all respectful, and then she's a freak at home. They don't want y'all showing the freak in the street. That's basically what it is. You know, you know. But I respect any woman. She go out there and tear it down. Go ahead. I wish some wouldn't, but go ahead and do it. Get your money, boo boo. Do your thing.
It's on you still. At the end of the day, whatever happens is your fault insurance. So
right, you own it. Whatever it is, own it.
Own it, and that's what I respect. I guess that's what I respect of certain aspects of music nowadays. It's like, if you enjoy sex and you have no problem telling people you enjoy sex, then own it. But it's when you are promiscuous and then you're acting like you're not, that there's an issue that presents itself. You can't have the cake and eat it too, like you were saying.
Right.
Like, if you want to be treated like a lady, you have to act like a lady, kind of thing.
Right.
So
right.
That's just that's just where it is for me. Now, going back to the whole respecting your elders thing. Okay, let's talk about that. You're right. You're very right. Because I mean, like, nowadays you like, even with the mumble rap thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You're right. And that's usually what it is, you know. That's what it is. But the funny thing is, what bothers me is when I would consider myself a second generation rapper. So meaning when I was born in 1970. So hip hop started in 73. So by the time I was 13, 14, those first rappers had already been. So you got your Grandmaster Caz and Africa Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, all of those older rappers. So when they came out, they were who I was listening to. And they were the ones that were grooming me to be, you know, Houdini, Run DMC. Who's the other one? Jekyll and Hyde, you know, those type of rappers. AJ, Curtis Blow. You know, those were the rappers that we were listening to, and they were old heads. And the way that the rules were in the street, when an old head spoke, you stood there and you're quiet and you listened. So we learned the way of the force. We had to learn the rules. We had to learn how we do this and all that. You don't bite. You don't go out there and do as the next man's doing. You do something original. You stick to the rules. No woman, no kids. You go out there and kill everybody else, but you know, you make your money and you grind. We kept those rules. When it was my turn, we kept those rules. So when I was 13, 14, 15, 16 doing my thing, we kept those rules. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know where this next line of MCs came in that were like, we're not going to write. We're not going to work in the studio. I've worked with so many MCs that come in the studio and you're like, all right, I need you to come in on the one. And they don't know what you're talking about. It's just, they just hear the rap. They hear a beat and I'm going to go in anywhere I feel like it. And it's like, yo, there's a certain way to write a song. There's a certain way to write a hook. There's a certain way where there's an intro and outro and everything like that that comes with a song. But but there's none of that no more. Now we're just off the rails. I feel that's a very disservice. I feel like that is a it is a reason why the white man will say, I'm not going to back this, because they don't know what they're doing. When somebody like me comes in the door, I'm like, look, I already know what I'm doing and I know what's being done. Just step back and watch me work. Let me do my thing. But when it's just helter skelter, and then you hope for the best because, well, shit, I can get on YouTube and I can stream on Spotify and I can do it now. It's just a free for all. When before, it had to be a lane you went down. There had to be some gauntlet you had to pass through. There had to be certain old heads that heard your shit before it was even on the radio back then, or even at the park jam. You feel me? There used to be at least like a board of directors in a way. And it seems like we've let all that go. You know, it seems like we let all that go, which I just don't understand. I just don't get it.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. Like, that was its allure. There was accountability. There was credibility. There was, you know what I mean? You established yourself. It's like, in the time that I lived in Toronto to the time I moved out here, it's like, I live in Niagara now, Niagara region.
Right.
It's just like
upstate New York. Nice.
It's almost like you moving from New York to like Albuquerque or some shit.
Right.
And them expecting you to reestablish yourself.
Right. And see, that's the thing. We went from where I wanted to be known in New York. That's all I wrote records for. I wrote to be heard on the block. Then I got records for my borough to hear me. Then it was I want New York to hear me. Now I got a record over in Europe. And that's all because of the way that the technology is now. But that the rules still apply. If I wouldn't give this to my people around my way, I wouldn't give this to Europe. You feel me? I need it to be 100 all the time. When I go into a booth, I'm coming out with something that I can be proud of, that I have no fire problem with anyone hearing. Old, young, female, male, doesn't matter. No one is offended. You're going to get good music, and that's where I want to be recognized at all times.
That's what's up. That's a respectable marquee to set. Well, like, this is interesting. I'm learning a lot, you know what I mean? And I enjoy the shows where, you know what I mean, I get my perspective adjusted in a positive way. Cause
I'm glad. Because I want to be positive. Yeah.
Yeah, we sit for, like, when we're stuck in our own ways, we don't often see the world around us. So, you know, this show is part of the way we show the artists behind the art. And, you know, people can understand, hey, like.
I love it. What you said, I'm stuck in my ways. So the way that we pumped and promoted, I still do to this day. I still make hard copy CDs because it's so funny. I'll still run up on older heads and people my age, and they're like, yo, I feel you because you're still doing it. Where can I get your music from? And you say to them, oh, well, you can go on Spotify or you can go to iTunes. And they're like, oh, man, I don't know how to do that. You still got a CD in your car, right? Yeah, $10. Here you go.
Here you go.
Go ahead and bump that in your car because everybody still got a CD in their car. You can front and say you got all the technology you want, but you still got a CD in your car somewhere.
And if you don't got a CD, you're like on your car, you got it on your computer.
Exactly. So I'm still staying true to that, and I move it the same way I did when I was 14 years old. You got to get it out there to people to hear, and then sell it to them in the street, just like you did the tapes that we moved back then. Nothing's changed. I have a market that the youngins don't touch because they could ask a youngin, you got a CD? What's a CD? I got you, boy. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
You know?
All right. That's so true. Oh, man. Going from LPs to DATs to CDs. I mean, like, do you find, well, it's obviously easier now, but, like, what is the most complicated thing you find about the current state of technology where it comes to the music?
That I can't use some of the things I did back in the days. Meaning I have mixtape, like I have 4-track tapes sitting in my vault right now. And if you don't have a 4-track player, you can't hear those tapes. They're just stuck as they are, you know, and that I don't understand why some of the old things were not brought into the future, you know, because the cassette was awesome. It might have been tedious to rewind and things of that nature, but it was awesome. A CD was awesome. Unless you was a whack MC, then I used your CD for coasters. I'm sorry about that. But you know,
Oh
but
man, it is what it is.
and then and me, I was never really computer savvy like that, And I'll tell you one thing that's kind of really upsetting. I graduated college in 91. So I was 21 years old in 91, and I went to school for audio technology, running a studio, using the boards, the big fat tape, the 485 or 456 Ampeg tape, the reel-to-reels.
Yeah.
Once they changed all that out, that became insignificant to me. I became insignificant because of technology. Things that I had learned and known all my life. Now, my ears still work, so I can still do that part of the game. But until I figure out all the computering and all of that, I'm just an MC now. I can still produce, I can still write music, but there's a lot of things that I can't do because of that, of the change of technology, which I think is kind of bad because it made some of us old heads obsolete in that way. But I found a way to go down that lane, so I'm cool.
All right. Adaptability.
Exactly.
All right.
As things change, we stay the same. It's what it is.
True.
I'm comfortable in my ways. I'm an old dog. Can't tell me no tricks.
True. And whatever works, you know what I mean. Whatever.
No doubt.
Whatever gets the job done. So.
All
right. So I usually get to a point in the interview or the conversation where I flip the script. And basically, that means I want to give you the opportunity to ask me any questions you might have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one. What is the worst genre of hip hop right now that you can't stand? Like, just wish it just never would happen again. Like, it just needs to stop.
I honestly want to say mumble rap.
Why though?
Because I come from, like, I'm on like your heels in the sense of where, like the age, like the end of your that 10 to 15 year generation. Like I'm like watching the people you were working with at the same time as kind of thing. Right. So I come from clear vocals, you know what I mean? Like delivery, cadence, expression, you know what I mean? Fluctuations of tone, all of that stuff. So what all I'm hearing is him and man, it's like, bro, I start.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because back in the days when hip hop was just in New York, and I'm just talking about just New York.
Yeah.
So that's the 80s and the 90s before it went to the West Coast. If a dude came out rhyming, we'd be like, "Oh, that dude from the Bronx," or he rhyming, "Oh, he from Queens," or he from Brooklyn. You could tell where he was from by the style he used and the way the words he used, the different lingo. Now I find it like a Tower of Babel, where everybody sounds the same. And it boggles my mind. We were a genre of about originality. It was about your words you used original, the style you used original. You didn't want to get caught using somebody else's shit. First of all, you get beat down for it. Secondly, you don't want to be called, "Oh, yo, you took that from dude," or "You stole that from him." Now everybody sounds the same. I just can't with it. It's ridiculous. I just don't even understand it. Word up.
I'm with you on that. I really am. It's just like, okay, so there was a time.
Oh, and I got another question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So if you could hear a versus now, not necessarily a versus, but a rhyme battle, who would you choose? Male and male and female and female. Who would you choose now? Any MC, alive or dead, go for it.
Well, female to female, it just came to me. I want to see like Missy versus Queen Latifah.
Missy against Queen Latifah. That's interesting. I like that. Nice.
Yeah. That would be something. And then male versus male. Oh man. Like Busta is like
Nobody wants to touch him.
Nobody wants to touch it. And like I was saying, Twister versus Buster would be a decent spot.
I can go there. Or I was gonna say Busy Bone and Buster.
Busy Bone was.
I go Tretch and Buster.
Ooh, Tech 9 and Buster.
Tech 9 Buster. They're gonna bug me out when I say this dude's name. I'm a creep. I'm a loser. That's my dude. What was his name? Chino XL. I loved him, yo.
Chino XL. Okay.
I go Sticky Fingers and Buster. Sticky Fingers got a crazy lyricism.
I mean, like, yeah. If we're going there, like even like LL and Buster.
LL and Buster.
LL and Buster would be legendary still.
Yeah, rhyme style, Buster might get that, but longevity and the different records, because his catalog is ridiculous. LL's catalog is ridiculous. Not even to mention of the underground songs that I've heard, the millions of them.
And he's got some verses. He's got some fast verses too. So
yeah, he does.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you're right. Buster's up there on the level, like when you take out like the Jay-Z, the Nas, like Buster, I think Buster's up there as one of the underrated. Somehow he's still underrated.
Yeah, and I don't know how that is. I don't know why. You can
do Andre 3000 and Busta Rhymes.
That's interesting too. But yeah, I'm not a fan of him anymore because he said he wanted to quit hip hop because first of all, in order to be in hip hop, you need to be hip. I heard this and I'm like, see, if you're a musician, you're a musician. Don't penhole yourself to just be I just do hip hop. I mean, the man was talking about, hey, y'all, and all that. Why stop now? Keep it pushing. Keep doing what you do. I would love to have heard what Biggie would sound like to this day. You want to tell me he would have retired? Nah. Tupac was all about doing music. But you think he would have stopped doing music? He might have started doing speeches, but he wouldn't have stopped writing poetry. He's not going to stop that, man. That's why I don't understand how we're going to keep this genre of music going if we're going to say, oh, I get to 40 and we quit. I'm the first time I'm 50 years old. First time I'm still in hip hop. I want to go until I can't go no more. Let's keep it. If this is a validated art form of music, then there's no reason for you to talk about I'm quitting, I retire. Just now I have a 50-year-old. I have 50-year-old fans. You feel me? I make records they understand. You remember in the park and playing handball and doing what we did. So now I just rhyme about that. I never rhymed about drug dealing and all that before. Why am I starting now? We rhyme about what we know. Now we parents, we grandfathers, we take our kids to school. We do things like that. Shoot, I shop at Food Lion. Come out with a fat track called the Food Lion Rap. Something like that. You gotta do what you do.
Exactly. Gotta hold true to yourself.
Exactly, and stay true to yourself, and that's the main thing. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
When one skill set matches their character, like many doors open.
Right. And I'm not afraid to walk into some place that might not be a crowd that I'm used to. Then it's my job to now make that crowd love me the same way that any other crowd would. So it shouldn't even be like a problem. It shouldn't be a problem at all. Music is universal. It's supposed to bring people together. I see people in Ireland rhyming and Finland rhyming, and I saw somebody in Israel the other day rhyming. I was like, wow, they got having shows in Israel. I want to get down on that vibe.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's blessed.
That's straight facts. I want that. Let's crack a beer to Israel. Nice.
Yeah. Cheers.
Crack a beer to Israel.
Oh man. Whew. Candid Conversations, episode 113. We're here with Sedan. I gotta shout out Christy Hales because she does syndicate this on Liquid Fire Radio.
Liquid Fire Radio, what up? You'll see more of me, Liquid Fire. You'll see more of me.
Yes. I hope the hope to make that the case, because this is interesting. Okay, so what genre of music that you haven't done would you experiment with?
Oh, okay. So like, I don't know what you would call it, but Bjork, Bjork.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to do that. Man, I love her so much. I love Aunt Enya. I love music that's so. I don't know
It's like
what you
I
call it.
want I want to call it trance.
Okay. Anything
It's
like that, I would definitely be down for that. Of course, I do house music. I love house music. I've moved into the smooth jazz genre, but I love that type of music. Oh man, Bjork, I could listen to that all day. Enya, any of those weird, way out of country kind of bands, and do the EDM music even. I love it. Somebody just said go go, and people know how I feel about go go. Shout out to DC. I do what I have to with go go. I'm not going to talk about it though.
all right. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I see that. Go go.
It's what it is. I'm saying, I mean, that's DC. That's what DC does. So shout
Yeah.
out to DC and go go. I'm not going to knock it. That's what they
All
do.
right, all right.
You
That's
know.
what's up. That's what's up.
But yeah, I like things that are way different. Like if it doesn't have to be anything like what I do, I want to try it. Something way on the outskirts. I like that.
That's what's up. Open minded.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. All right. So let's talk about like your merch and stuff like that. Like your producers, your team. Um
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, my radio, my record company is DJ Cisco Radio Records. That was me and my homeboy. We started doing music back in the early '80s, and we've been together that long. And he does the business end, I do the rhyming. So that's DJ Cisco. That's my man. That's my brother from another mother. We've been together a long time. He also does a lot of production as well for my stuff, and I do produce as well. I have my manager K Swiss. She makes my swag. She made my beanie. You can see my beanie on, and she
Yeah.
made my sign back there, my logos and all my shirts and some of my jewelry. She's made for me, and
Okay.
she's also my manager, road manager. She handles me with getting to the shows and things like that, and what I wear, and she looks out for me. Then I have my man Crooked Needle. Shout out to my man Crooked Needle. Crooked Needle is an old white guy this is what he would say. He's an old white guy from Europe, from England, from London, and he makes the baddest beats alive. Oh man, like
Okay.
I don't know. It's really, really a weird connection. We met on Facebook, found out that we got the exact same birthday. He's a producer. I'm a rapper. He sent me some beats, and now we have an album out called Vocal Vaccine. Shit is crazy, and he's
Okay.
awesome. Um, I have a lot of support teams out there with me. So a lot of my people out of Queens and Brooklyn, some people in Chicago, Indianapolis, DC, definitely, North Carolina and Chicago. So, there's people in the back that do a lot of things, but those are my main people, no doubt.
Okay. That's
No
blessed.
doubt.
Blessed. Have a team, you know what I mean, to build with. It makes things so much easier.
Yeah, man. Especially that like you said, getting through uh, the new technology has been what I've needed my team for more than anything, and I rely on them to let me know what I might be or not doing right or wrong, as opposed to, yo, you can do this. Like, oh man, I've been doing it this hard. All I had to do was push this button. That's it. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing. So my team holds me down. My team holds me down really well. My name rings bells, and I'm out here. I mean, shoot, got me get on with you. So doing
Yeah.
something right, doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. And
Bounty hunters all day, baby. Bounty hunters.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh man. So what can we expect from you in the near future or in the coming weeks? You got any projects on the go? Like
Well, like I said, I just dropped an album last September 13th, which is called Vocal Vaccine. That's
mhm,
out right now.
mhm.
Let me see. Got it behind here. There's some of the artwork right there for you. For those that can't see,
Ooh,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
So we got
Official.
that. Yeah, official, no doubt. Vocal vaccine is out right now. I have the Veteran 2, which is coming out on February 21st on DJ Cisco Radio Global. I already have an album currently out on everything I'm telling you is on all streaming sites. So I already have one album called The Veteran, which came out in 2017. Still promoting it, still working on it. You can go to YouTube and you can see all my current videos from the last album on Sedan Avalon. That's the page on YouTube. If you go to Facebook, I have Sedan, the God of Sound, the artist page. And I also have a little sports page that I do called Football Religion. And also on my DJ's radio show, Cisco in the Morning.
Okay.
I do Football Religion on Mondays and Fridays. Just a review of the week of the games, and I'll be at the Safari Lounge in Chicago on Halloween day, Halloween night.
All
I'll be
right.
in
All
Chicago,
right.
so working hard. But and I got a reggaeton song coming out soon with my people's my man Anonymous. Shout out to him and all of them in Brooklyn. And all my reggaeton people, que paso? Now we do. Um,
Mm.
and my man Silver Fox, old head Silver Fox, man, look him up. He taught rappers. He is your favorite rapper's rapper. Put it that way. And he's still doing it. And he called me to ask me to do a song with him, and I was more than honored to do it. So I don't know when that's coming out. I can't say because that's on that company's business. But when it comes out, I'll let you know.
Silver Fox, you said.
So I stay busy. I stay busy, man. It's always about this music with me. Always.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Always.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Always,
Keep
man.
it busy.
Yeah.
Fantasy 3. What's this about?
That's where Silver Fox is from. You go back in the days of Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Fours and the Fearless Four and the four MCs plus one more. Fantasy 3. He's with them. He's from that.
Okay.
He's from those days, and his name is Silver Fox, and he still rocks to this day. That's my man.
I was looking
No
him
doubt.
up on Instagram.
Oh yeah, he's there under Silver Fox. He's there. He's there. No doubt. Shout out Mikey D and all of them, the LA Posse, the Clientele Brothers, Chucky Chuck. Oh my goodness. My man Johnny Juice, the whole bomb squad down with my man Hank Shockley and all of them out there with Public Enemy. EPMD. Shout out to all my peoples in Queens, LL, the Roots. Oh man, and my man Tribe Called Quest and all my brothers over there, all in Queens, no doubt. Lost Boys, what's up? Onyx, what's up? Rest in peace to my man Freaky Ty. For life, baby. We out here, bounty hunters for life.
Heavy moves. Heavy moves. All right. So, 5 years. Where do you see yourself from here?
On a world tour. I plan on being in Europe by next year. So in 5 years, my album I put out in 2017, in 5 years, I should be on Billboard. They only need to give me is 199 on Billboard. Once you get that bullet, you done. But that's all I need, and I'm a happy man. I'm not greedy, but I plan on making some noise. And I want to be in my 50s on stage rocking out. No problem.
All
5
right.
years, I'll be here, no doubt.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'll just be better than I am now. That's all.
Right. That being said, what would you say, knowing what you know now, what would you say to yourself when you were starting?
Ooh, what I would say, be patient, and take it seriously out the door, because there was a lot of times I didn't take the show seriously. I get drunk, get high, weeded, wilding out, just having a good time, not taking it as a job. I didn't take it seriously. So I would change that. And I probably would be a lot more, I might be higher up in my career if there was a lot of times I didn't take it as a joke or took it more seriously and didn't come to the party fucked up or, high or drunk or whatever I was doing at the time. I would have took it seriously from as it was, but we were learning on the fly. We didn't know what to know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have anybody to say, this is what you do and this is how you roll. But I know now, so I'm handling it accordingly, And I would also I would cherish a lot of the relationships that I might have put to the side, that I didn't that I took for granted back then as well, you know. But a lot of people were on different. I might have been here, they might have been there. It wasn't on the same page. So I would have just been a lot more mature about my career. That's all. But I regret nothing. I regret nothing.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So, where can they find you in your contact? Like, what's your contact? Where can they get a hold of you for collaborations, bookings, etc.?
Oh, okay. Well, you can go to Karen B Town Mama. That's she's gonna probably put it up in your chat room section, and she'll put it up, and you go through her, and also the DJ Cisco Radio Global, the station, and the man. You go through them too. You can always get me. And like I said, if you come for me on my Sedan the God of Sound artist page on Facebook, or on Instagram, I'm Sedan NYC. Anytime you want me for something, that's how you find me. I'm not hard to find. I'm out here.
All right. All right. That's what's up. Okay. All right. Well, time flies. Time flies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does.
We're here at episode 113, sorry, of Candid Conversations. Oh man, we've been talking to Sedan, the god of sound.
No doubt.
I look forward to December 18th.
Yes, December 18th. Tune in, y'all. Then you're gonna get to hear what I do, and it's gonna be sick. I'm gonna make sure I got something new for you too. I'm gonna have good stuff, but I'm gonna have something new for you too.
All right, that'll be blessed. That'll be blessed.
So you gotta hit me with all your math so that I can make sure I send it over to you.
All right, all right. I requested your
my Instagram.
Your Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
So whenever we get that back, then I'll send you that contact info. I'm on.
Okay, there you go. DB Block, so confirmed. There you go, right there.
Yeah,
right there. I got you.
All right, boom. So that's my. There we go. Message. So share the shock. .ca is the website that you can go to see some of the latest from the soon to be greatest. My email address is info@sharetheshock.ca for any inquiries. I sent you my other address, which is for submissions to the Terrell Effect.
Okay, I got you.
That's exposednorth@gmail.com.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
Yeah, December 18th, Karen. December 18th.
December 18th, we're gonna have Sedan come back on, grace us with some tunes, some heats that he's. You know what I mean? I want something from at least each decade, at least one.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you.
And then whatever else from there. You can even pick a couple songs from each decade, so we can kind of, you know what I mean, put them in a folder so we can hear your evolution.
Oh, yeah, hey, not a problem. I can do that.
Yeah. All right.
That'll be my pleasure. I'm looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, it went right into the calendar, so everything is booked right now. December 18th is booked. Don't call me. Don't ask. You know what it is, because I'm gonna be right here.
All right.
Saturday, right here, Candid Conversations, baby.
Saturday at 12 p.m. Actually, we're gonna be on the Terrell Effect, so that one's gonna resonate.
Okay.
Yeah, the Terrell Effect. That's a music podcast where we're gonna feature your music December 18th. And we're gonna dive into, the inspiration, the reasoning, all of that stuff.
Oh, you understand?
Yeah. Boom. Okay, what we got here? We believe in supporting formats like this. We appreciate you. Want him in person? I mean, like, what What time zone are you in? You're in the
I'm in the Eastern time zone.
Eastern time zone.
So if it's what is it? So it's 7 o'clock now. So it's 7 o'clock
Yeah,
Eastern Standard Time.
yeah,
I'm in
7.
EST.
Yeah, yeah. I got 7 o'clock too. So,
Yeah, so we're
um,
Eastern Standard. Yeah.
all right, all right. I got an idea that I'm working on, and I'm gonna need some the. It's gonna be a collaboration with artists.
Okay.
So, if it's something, I'll give you more details in the like when we're off air,
Okay.
and then we'll see if it's something that you're interested in.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right, because yeah, I am located in Welland,
Yeah, she doesn't
Ontario.
know. She's all the way in Wisconsin. So go ahead. You got to tell her where you at.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. Okay.
Yeah, them Packer fans. They might go down tomorrow against them Cardinals, though.
That's great.
Word up.
Oh man. All right. All right. So was there anything else you want to say before we shut it down?
Yeah, I don't want to take up too much time, but yo, I also want to give mad love to all of those that weren't here, that couldn't make it with me. So there's my man, Sean Bennett. He was an original bounty hunter. My girl Christina, she passed away last year too. Being old, unfortunately, you lose a lot of people along the way. So rest in peace to my sister. She wasn't here to see me do this either. And my dad was awesome. He taught me how to do this, and I wouldn't be no me without him. And so I just carry that torch. And so now it means so much more to me to get this done and to represent the right way. So when you go and you try to buy a CD for Sedan or some Sedan music, you're gonna go on a journey. You're gonna go on a musical journey that is worth your time. The God of Sound said that, no doubt.
Ah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, like, it's been a pleasure.
Thank
I
you. It's been a
appreciate
pleasure
your
here.
time.
No
I
doubt.
mean, like, I look forward to the next round. Stay on while I shut down the stream.
Yeah, do
But
what you do. I'm
yeah,
here.
this is thank you, Tal Mama, again for your participation in the podcast. Everybody who's been here that didn't say anything, what I mean, we appreciate you too.
No
We're
doubt.
going on
No
a
doubt.
ride. We're into year 3 now of the conversations. You know what I mean? The
Nice.
Drell Effect's on to year 5. Actually,
And I get to be 113. 13 is my favorite number. Look at that. See, I love it.
nice,
I love
nice.
it. I
It
love
all
it.
works out. It all
I
works
love
out.
it.
All
I love
right.
it.
So yeah. Thank you for tuning in for
No
Sedan.
problem.
This is the block saying bless up. We out.